Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio September 17, 2024. You might perform a generous act behind the scenes or anonymously, or you could receive unexpected support. Something might surface, such as an unusual coincidence, that brings some joy to your life today. Putting your trust in someone can feel refreshing. You're in a great position to satisfy both your need for familiar, everyday activities with the desire to see and learn more than the usual. At the same time, the day holds wonderful potential for mental focus. You can enjoy a pleasant focus on your current tasks and interests, feeling quite devoted and dedicated. People take you more seriously, perhaps seeking your advice, or a commitment to a project can emerge. Plans are easy to map out, and you feel organized. Living in true alignment with your heart's desires is the name of the game today. As our lesser benefic Venus and greater benefic Jupiter engage in a heaven's dance, you will feel as if you are pirouetting in a daydream. Revel in the sweetness of the moment, and don't work yourself to the bone. In fact, cut out of work early to have an indulgent meal or feast on an entertaining event such as a movie, play, or live performance. Bring someone you adore along, and you, too, will find yourself living in the moment with sweet emotions that may become lifelong memories. Success is not easy to attain. You have to do something significant, as Mars in your sign squares the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. Usually, you like to play it safe. However, this may have led to stagnancy in your career path in the past. If you do not want to feel stuck, then you have to do something. You will need to be action-oriented and ambitious to see your career path move into a new direction. Do not hold yourself back from something great. Waiting for the right time can be good advice, but not with regard to developing healthy habits to live by. You need to eat 3 meals a day with healthy snacks in between, fresh fruit, for example. You need to sleep like a baby, and there are ways to create more successful sleeping habits if you need help. You need to drink enough water to keep your immune system strong and your elimination process in tune. These are things that do not benefit from waiting. The vibrations of the moment will bring some constraints that you will have difficulties escaping from. This isn't serious because your faculties for adaptation and your natural good humor will allow you to be on top of events. It's true that you have less punch than during the last few days, but you are still in reasonable shape. So, the day may be a little rough, but you will find solace in your sentimental life, where you are having success. You have the desire to conquer, so this period will be very favorable. As she prepares to enter her final week in your home and family sector, she continues to focus on making your home a place where your heart resides. A favorable aspect to Jupiter in a nostalgic, reflective, intuitive, and imaginative part of your chart is peaking. With the stars aligned favorably for communication and relationships, this encourages you to take off your work hat over the weekend and concentrate on what truly matters. As an eclipsing full moon approaches in an adventurous part of your chart, you are beginning to realize that life doesn't have to be all work and no play. Thanks to the moon's departure from your relationship sector yesterday and a friendly aspect to both the Sun and Mercury, the planet of communication in your communication sector as it moved through, this has left you more emotionally engaged and aware and with a better chance to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. This wasn't just the moon's first visit since Pluto returned to your relationship sector, but the last before all planetary activity on the communication front for the year runs its course. Our eyes in the sky. Life often presents us with moments of uncertainty, and that tug-of-war between confidence and doubt is something we all go through. 1 minute, you're feeling sure about your choices, and the next, you're second-guessing every step. This is especially true right now, as Mars in Cancer squares off with the South Node of Karma and the North Node of Fate. It's one of those cosmic moments where you may start to question whether you're on the right path or if your decisions are leading you to the right destination. But here's a comforting truth: life is full of unknowns, and that's okay. Not every answer is immediately clear, and sometimes, you have to trust that the outcome will reveal itself in time. Have you ever looked back at a situation that had you feeling uncertain, only to realize later that it unfolded perfectly in ways you couldn't have imagined? It's a reminder that it's completely normal to feel unsure. It's part of the natural process of growth, change, and discovery. Embrace the unknown and give yourself the grace to let things unfold. Often, the universe has a way of surprising us with the perfect solution when we least expect it. While you're navigating this uncertainty, remember that it's important not to force things to happen before they're ready. Sometimes, we want something so much that we push too hard for it, and in doing so, we might end up dissatisfied because it wasn't what we truly needed in the first place. Take a moment to reflect. Are you chasing something that genuinely aligns with your desires, or are you holding on to it out of fear of change or habit? It's okay to pause and reassess your goals, your relationships, or even your daily routines. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you create space for something better to enter your life. Have you ever noticed how freeing it can be to release something that wasn't quite right, only to find something more fulfilling takes its place? And speaking of new opportunities today, the energy around you is vibrant with fresh ideas and unconventional proposals. It's as if the universe is opening up new doors, inviting you to explore exciting possibilities. Even if you've been on a steady path that's worked well for you so far, today's a good day to keep your options open. People around you might offer perspectives that could completely change how you see things. Have you ever had someone mention an idea or a solution that you hadn't considered, and it suddenly made everything click? That's the energy you're working with right now. Be open to the unexpected, because what seems unconventional or out of the ordinary might just be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. On the financial side, things are looking promising. You're in a great position to make smart moves, especially when it comes to negotiating or managing your resources. Lately, you've been able to turn even small opportunities into something bigger and more rewarding. Have you noticed that? You've got a sharp instinct for knowing when to strike a deal or when to hold back, and that instinct is serving you well today. More doors are opening, especially when it comes to meeting new people or forming valuable connections. Nurture these relationships. They could prove beneficial in ways you don't even realize yet. And remember, if something doesn't feel right in terms of money or resources, trust your gut. Your intuition is your best guide, so steer clear of anything that doesn't sit well with you. Today is ultimately about finding balance between action and reflection, between certainty and curiosity. You're in a strong position to move forward with confidence, but it's equally important to take a moment to reassess where you are. Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you had everything figured out, only for a surprising insight or opportunity to completely shift your direction for the better? That could be today's energy, mix of stability and exciting new potential.